We are definitely on edge now. The region is on edge, and I would say large parts of the global system is on edge.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, plenty of people I've spoken to have said that this is arguably the most dangerous point so far in the last 10 months for the Middle
Yes,
East. Would you agree with that assessment?
yes, yes, yeah. I I mean, I still think that the major players are not interested in a full war. I think a full war would be devastating for the region, but it would also be devastating for Israel. Unfortunately, it would be extremely devastating for Israel in ways that I'm not sure that many Israelis understand. I'm
And
sure that Iranian leadership and Hezbollah are now, as we speak, as you and I speak now, they are deliberating what should be the response and how to respond together, not necessarily physically together, but to think strategically about a response that it would involve Hezbollah and Iran.
All right, Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to our Yuakim out there laboring, the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect. I'm back with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. This is another news and prophecy. As was made mention in the video, the whole world is on edge. Okay, we are in a time of war and calamity. All right, which is the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And these are the things that are going on. You know, while everybody's distracted with the Olympics, and all of the the sodomy and the bullshit that's been pushed. All right, these are the things that actually matter. All right, behind the scenes, the war, the global tension that continues to grow, which is pretty much about to spill over. All right, so as we read here, okay, because there's always a lot of things happening. But as we read it here in thesun.com, it says, who's next? Israel's brutal assassination kill list as they mark Hamas founder, Gaza's bin Laden, and next leader for death. It says a former Israeli general told the Sun this week it can strike its enemies anytime, anywhere. All right. So we're going to jump down here because I believe there was a couple of, Iranian leaders that were killed. Right. As you saw here, they have a kill list. Let me jump down real quick. Okay, so here's the kill. It says Israel kill list: top terror targets killed or hunted by the IDF. All right, so these are the I guess Iranian officials that they've taken out, and then you see the ones that they're targeting. All right, so what's going on is that there is the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is pushing, or I should say provoking, World War III between Iran and Israel, in which America, Russia, and other nations are all going to be involved. All right, so this thing is continuing to, brew up. It's getting ready to go down. So it says Israeli leaders have repeatedly vowed not to give up fighting in Gaza's decimated strip until all of Hamas founders, leaders, and members are wiped out. It says this week they announced the death of two out of three top targets, as well as a commander from Hamas allied terror group Hezbollah. It says now Yahya Sinwar, Hamas boss in the war-torn strip, and is the last major kingpin. So he is the last major kingpin left to hunt down. All right, so they're just wiping these guys out. It says another high-profile target is Khalid Mashal, tipped to take over from assassinated Ismail Hanaye as Hamas' new political leader. Last man standing, Sinwar has invaded Israeli assassination in Gaza during almost 10 months of war. He is believed to be hiding in the tunnels under the city, used by the terror group to move, transport weapons, and even hold hostages. It says retired Israeli Brigadier General Amir Avivi told The Sun on Wednesday that Israel's recent strikes on Hamas bosses is evidence of its formidable capacity to destroy enemies anytime, anywhere. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed to wipe out all of Hamas after the massacre last year. So they're taking these they're picking these Iranian guys off one by one, all right, which is, the provoking of this nuclear war that's coming. All right, so let's read some scriptures on that. All right, because like they said, the world is on the edge. All right, global tension is all over the planet, man. This is all coming, to the brink of destruction. All right, let's Jeremiah chapter 50, prophesy against Babylon. Let's jump down. It's Jeremiah 50 in verse. Let's start at 40. Jeremiah 50 and 40 says, as Yahweh Shemel Shai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbors cities thereof, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein, because the Lord is going to completely finish off Babylon. All right, Babylon, which is America, according to the scriptures, is going to be totally decimated. All right. No survivors. Verse 41, it says, behold, a people shall come from the north, a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. And that people that's going to come from the north is going to be Russia. All right. The Russians. It says, in a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. Right. And those many kings going into those nations that have aligned themselves with Russia. All right, these nations that are going to join into this battle of Armageddon. All right, Revelation 16. This is Revelation 16, verse 12, and it reads, it says, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. So this is what the Lord is doing. He's rising up the kings of the east for this war. All right. Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, so on and so forth. Right. Isaiah 14 and 9. And it reads, it says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Right. Esau's destruction, him being brought down. It stirreth up the dead for thee, which is the other nations, the heathen nations. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations, right? So all the kings of the planet Earth are being raised up, all right, for Armageddon, for World War III. All right, that's the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai, Proverbs 21 and 1, and it reads, it says, Proverbs 21 verse 1, it says, the king's heart, meaning the king's mind, is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. All right. So the Lord is activating, all these kings of the earth for this final war. As the scriptures say, the second woe is past. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. You see? Jeremiah 50 and 41, behold, the people shall come from the north, in a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, every one put in array, like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. Right. So these missiles are going to be shot off from these other nations. All right. And they're going to completely destroy this place. Right. It says, verse 43. The king of Babylon hath heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as a woman in travail. So, because the king of Babylon today would be Esau, the Edomite, man. You know, they've heard the report. These nations are ready for war. All right, they're fully equipped with the technology that's superior to America's, man. All right, the report, the prophecy, if you will, is that this place is going to fall and never rise again. All right, so we are in those final stages of prophecy. This is why these things are happening. This is why, you know, Armageddon, World War III is being activated. All right, that's why there's a provoking going on. This is why these things, as I made mention of, are happening behind the scenes, why people are being distracted. Major moves are being made. Okay, it says, Jeremiah 50 and verse 45, it says, Salaki, Jeremiah 50 and 44, behold, he shall come up, excuse me, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. Who is a chosen man that I may appoint her over, Salaki, who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her, for who is like me, and who will appoint me the time, and who is the shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, that he have taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he had proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Right. So as we saw here, okay, you know, Israel has been bombing, you know, the Hamas leaders. You know, they have the Iranian generals and these guys on the kill list or whatnot. And this is all the provoking of World War III. Right. And Israel is going to draw America into World War III. All right. As the prophecy is making mention of, this thing is happening, man. All right. Everybody's preparing themselves to go to war with Babylon, with America. Okay. It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Right. Because as he made mention, the world is on edge, you know, and Israel could potentially, you know, get hit. And that's part of the prophecy. Israel is going to get wiped out right along with America. Yahweh Shem Shai is going to make America and Israel desolate via this war. All right. It says, verse 46, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved and the cry is heard among the nations. Right. Because the whole world is going to know, you know, when this place is taken down or by nuclear destruction. All right. When Yahweh Shem Shai makes his move on this place, man, it's going to be heard all around the planet Earth. And that's what's going down. All right. So as I made mention, okay, we are deadly close. All right. Things are happening. All right. And here's another point I want to make mention of. All right. Just dealing with news and prophecy, you know, just laying back in on the point that the whole world is on edge. All right. I found this interesting, too, because either way, you know, concerning, you know, Trump or Kamala Harris and all of that, something's going to happen in the midst of this election. All right. Whatever they're going to do is going to be tragic. It's going to be next level. And we've been speaking about the potential of them, you know, canceling the election, something happening, some type of false flag. All right. So you be the judge, you know. Check this out.
A Secret Service counter sniper is predicting another assassination attempt before November. In an email obtained by Real Clear Politics, a Secret Service agent with 20 years experience on the counter sniper team is announcing he's going to blow the whistle until all of his supervisors are fired. The counter sniper says his mission is to prevent another JFK-style assassination. And the only reason that hasn't happened is because they've gotten lucky. He says Secret Service leadership is corrupt and states clearly, quote, we all should expect another assassination attempt to happen before November. We've exposed our inability to protect our leaders due to our leadership.
Right. So as I did the lesson before, all right, the stage setup of Kamala Harris to finish off Babylon, everything looks like how is you know, everything is looking like it's moving according to plan. All right. They already got her in the running seat. Joe Biden is finished. All right. And the continuous talks about the Trump being unalived. All right. So we just going to sit back and watch and see what happened here. But these are the reports that are going out. All right. Matter of fact, let me get that. Scriptures talk about that, the rumor, right? Jeremiah, back in Jeremiah 51. Let's get that real quick. That a rumor shall be heard in the land. Right? Jeremiah chapter 51. Verse 45. And it reads, it says, my people, go you out of the midst of her, and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Verse 46, it says, unless your heart faint and ye fear for the rumors that shall be heard in the land. Right? So there's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of reports going around. Right? For the rumor that should be heard in the land, a rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that another year shall come a rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. So if something like this happens, it's most definitely going to be violence in the land. It's going to be civil unrest. It's going to be chaos. Things are going to be chaotic. All right. But these are the things that we're hearing. This is what's being reported. You see, as we just discussed, the World War III, Armageddon, things that are going on in the so-called Middle East. You know, war is in the air, basically. Right. A time of, what they say, a time of hate and a time of war. Scriptures tell you that in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter.
After this email went public, it was wiped off the Secret Service servers. There's a massive cover-up underway, and it spilled over into Congress. After Cheadle resigned in disgrace, her number 2 got promoted and testified today that the Secret Service screwed up, but the local police, it was really all their fault.
30 seconds, if it's communicated directly to a counter sniper team, would that be enough time to react prior to the firing of those shots?
Senator, if we'd had that information, they would have been able to address it more quickly. It appears that that information was stuck or siloed in that state and local channel.
Were explicit instructions provided to cover the roof of the AGR building and locals just not follow it, or were those explicit instructions not provided?
It's my understanding what was communicated is that the locals had a plan and that they had been there before. We are looking at this, and they should have been on that roof, and the fact that they were in the building is something that I'm still trying to understand.
The Secret Service set the perimeter, established communications, didn't fly a drone, didn't put a counter sniper on the roof, and never even showed up to brief the locals. The local SWAT commander said Secret Service never told them to man that roof.
The accusation that somehow...
Yeah, so Babylon is finished, man. This place is done. You know, whatever it is, hey, it's about to happen, man. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, though it tarry, wait for it. It shall surely come, it shall not tarry, man. All right, this place is corrupt from the inside out, man. And that's why we are witnessing this place, you know, teeter on the brink of destruction. All right, confusion. All right, no trust within Esau's own government, man. You know, there's Isaiah 19:2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother." This is what we're seeing going on right inside Esau's government right now, man. All right, corrupt federal agents, corrupt politicians. You see, you know, this is why, you know, your average, you know, Edomite American knows that the people who run this country, they're all, you know, corrupt. And this was going to result into what? A civil war, man. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. That's what's going to happen. Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. Right? Everything about America is failing. All right. The leadership, the government, the economy, the military, the confidence in this land, it's all failing. And I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards, man. So this place has just been given over to folly, man, to destruction. All right, it's over pretty much. All right.
We were told that to be on the roof line, for instance, and that it was too hot. That's ridiculous. Our snipers are prepared to operate in Western Pennsylvania from anywhere from 10 degrees below zero to 90 degrees. They were prepared to be wherever they were told by Secret Service that day.
Why did the Secret Service not want that roof covered? Why? We learned today that the Secret Service was offered a drone, but turned it down. And they never even caught Crooks's drone because they had problems with their internet.
You had a drone system, but you had bandwidth problems. The bandwidth apparently was adequate for the shooter's drone, but not for the Secret Service. Can you explain that?
I have no explanation for it, sir. People fly drones all the time on the peripheries of our sites. And we go out and we talk to them and we ascertain what their intentions are. On this day in particular, because of the connectivity challenge, as you noted, there was a delay, and he flew his drone at 3:51 approximately.
You can buy a local hotspot from T-Mobile for $20. And not only that, the Biden-Harris administration spent $40 billion to wire rural America with internet. And the Secret Service doesn't have Wi-Fi in Pennsylvania?
Come on, man. So, this place is done, man. That's all I can really say. It's like, the elites are going to do something, okay, to bring forth, order out of chaos. So, like I said, it looks like everything is moving according to plan, man. So that's pretty much it, man. Like it was made mention earlier, the world is on edge. We'll leave it there. But obviously, they're gonna this whole thing about Trump, it could be a second attempt, as we were just watching in the video here. So who knows what's getting ready to happen. Either way, it's gonna bring the full-on chaos and destruction for Babylon, man. So there you have it. So pray that this quick lesson was edifying news and prophecy. Straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakakwadash, and Shalom.